Hey, what's up out there, family and friends? It's your boy, the motivational teacher to the bringing you all these hits. Y'all give me 1 second as I share my live stream to my audience out there, and I'll be right back on. So thank you. Give me 1 second. I see people already starting to hop on here. Give me 30 seconds as I share this. How's everybody doing out there? Please, I'm on a new platform, so please shoot me a message to let me know that you all are out. All right, let's get ready to break some bread. I see some eyes out there. Holla at your boy. Let me know who is out there. I just finished, Dr. Chris and I just finished doing a live stream with Sarai, a Circle of Champions. Please go in and check that out if after you finish this live, because we are about to break bread. Sam, thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm telling y'all, tonight is going to be explosive. I don't use that word often. But tonight is going to be explosive. I've been working with this, all the dimensions of purpose, the 3 dimensions of purpose. The first one we did, you see it on the bottom, was love. The 3 dimensions of purpose. The first one we did was love. What's up, Stanley? If you missed Saturday when I talked about the 3 dimensions of purpose, and I talked about the first dimension was love, and tonight we're going to talk about the second one, which is talent. Tonight we're going to talk about the second dimension, which is talent. And when I'm thinking about talent, when I say the name Tiger Woods, what do you all think about? Golf. When I say Tiger Woods, you all think about golf. If you would, go ahead, like this, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, call mama and cousin them and let them know that the motivational teacher to the masses is about to break bread. What's up, big bro? Got Dexter out there tonight. Stanley, what's up? We're about to break bread tonight. Go ahead and call your cousin, let him know he's on, and what he's giving tonight is going to be life-changing. See, it's amazing that I get so many messages and I get so many emails and I get inboxed so much from a lot of random people. Just this. And the one commonality that I see with a lot of the questions I get is that most people aren't consistent enough to see success all the way through. Success is not a day and a half type thing. Success is not a 1 year type thing. It takes a lifetime to build success. And no matter how easy we want it sometimes, it's going to take the grind. You got to endure the grind in order to get to greatness. The reason why, what's up, Kennard? The reason why so many people right now living average lives because they gotta endure the grind, and it's not easy. Hey, Tessa, it's not easy, but we gotta see it through. And tonight we're gonna break it. Tonight, 3 dimensions of purpose. Tonight, I talked about love on Saturday. Tonight, we're gonna talk about talent as the second dimension of purpose. When I say the name Tiger Woods, you all say what? Golf. If I say the name Michael Jordan, you all say what? Basketball. If I say the name Denzel Washington, you all say what? Actor. If I say the name Barack Obama, you guys say what? President. 44. If I say the name if I say Aretha Franklin, you all say what? Singer. It's amazing that a lot of these people are identified by what? Their talent. They're identified by their talent. 3 dimensions of purpose, the fuel that propels to greatness. If you're going to do anything substantial in this world, number 1, you have to be in love with it. Number 2, you have to have talent. You have to have talent. Talent is your natural aptitude or skill or ability. You have to have talent. What do I naturally do that's good? Your talent is God gives to you. What you do with that gift, what you do with that talent is your gift back to God. What are you doing with the talent God has already afforded you? Like there is something that you do above average. There's something, when you think about a fish, you look at a fish in water, it's so graceful. The fish was built, the fins, the gills, the fish was built for water. But if you put a fish on land, that fish looked very untalented. Michael Jordan, when he was on the basketball court, He was a beast. Right now, watching The Last Dance. So you're going to hear a lot of examples from Mike right now, the greatest of all time. He is the GOAT. But when you think about Mike playing golf, he was average to below average. Why? Because he wasn't as talented in that area. And some of you all be like, Ed, I put so much time in this area. And I've been grinding 10 years in this area. Is that your gifting, though? Is that what God gave you to do? Is that the area where you belong? I'm bread before tonight is over. Talent, where you're naturally gifted. Now, that doesn't mean that your talent today is going to yield you $100,000. It doesn't mean that your talent today is going to earn you $1 million. It doesn't mean that your talent today is going to get you in places where you haven't been able to get into in the past. It means that I am skilled above my peers in this one area. Yeah, this is the one thing that I enjoy doing, that I do well. I told the people on Saturday, if you missed it, Saturday, one of the best videos I've ever done. I listened to it 5 times myself already. And then today, talent. If you don't fall in love with what you do, you can never exercise greatness. You can never exercise greatness. Even if you have the talent for it and you don't love it, you will never maximize your lot in life. I just broke bread. Love is the foundation. Love for what you do is the foundation. It's the entry card into the game of being greatness. If you don't love what you do, you automatically disqualify yourself from greatness. You'll never go above and beyond with something you don't love doing. It's the foundation. You got to love doing it. Number 2, I'm just skilled above my peers. You know, it's amazing that so many of us, and see, talent has everything to do what we believe about ourselves and less about what we see with other people. A lot of times we like to, hey, what's up, motivational purpose? A lot of times we like to, and we compare ourselves to other people. And we like to say, man, they do a lot better. And then we get discouraged because maybe we don't do it like they do it at this moment, or maybe they've been doing it longer. They're better than we are. And we sit there and we tell ourselves, this is not the area I'm supposed to be in. But if a person, even in an area you're skilled, and they've been doing that for 20 years, there's no way you're going to be able to walk in that level of what they're doing. It's just not going to happen. So you have to be grounded in who you are and understand that although I'm talented, Denzel Washington, that my Denzel Washington start was so slow. The first role they wanted to give him, he turned it down. He had to wait 2 years before he got his next role. He was working inside of his mother's beauty salon at 21. Denzel Washington was sweeping floors in his mother's salon at the time, because he had not found his break. He had not believed enough in his talent. And he said this one lady came in there one day and she said, son, I see you sharing your story with millions. At the time, he's sweeping his mom's salon. Denzel got up and moved to Los Angeles, to Hollywood, where he pursued what was already on the inside of him. The fact was, it wasn't that he wasn't talented. A lot of times our belief is more of a reflection of what we believe than actually what our talent is. Then we don't know. If that lady hadn't came in that salon and said, son, I see you sharing your story with millions, I don't know if we got the same Denzel we have today. And likewise, on the inside of you, there's something that you should be doing, but you're like a fish out of water. You're like a cheetah. You're like a cheetah with no tail. The cheetah's the fastest animal on the ground, but if you clip that cheetah's tail, that cheetah ceased to be fast. And a lot of us, we skill like the cheetah, but we've clipped our tail by what we believe. I just broke bread. This whole series came about. I was talking to Dr. Chris. I got to go by her name now. Sarah is giving her a national platform on her show. So I got to call her Dr. Chris now. Dr. Chris and I was talking, and I made this comment about three weeks ago. And I said that you have never given your total self to any one thing. And I got 3 messages in my inbox where people were disturbed by me making that comment. I made that comment because it's true, but this is why I am the motivational teacher and not a motivational speaker. It calls me to go back and say, Ant, why would people not give their whole selves to something? And the challenge is, Ant, I don't know how to give myself. I don't know what to give myself to. I don't know how to give myself to something. I've never done it. I don't know what to give it to. That's why the motivation to teach it to the masses is going to break bread tonight. I'm going to break bread tonight. You got to find your area where you are talented. Man, I'm breaking bread up in here tonight. Y'all got to understand, we were all born with a purpose. We were all born with a gift. But as long as that fish, I'm about to break bread, as long as that fish is trying to live on the outside of the pond versus in the pond, that fish will never have unlimited success. That fish will never have long-term success. As long as Michael Jordan is playing golf and not playing basketball, success is not sustainable because he's not gifted. Tiger Woods playing football is not his gift. It's not sustainable. Likewise, there's a place where your giftedness is sustainable. But I tell you what we have to do. We have to decide not to live in mediocrity in order to get to that place where my gift is sustainable. Because so many of us, I read the stats, and I got the stats in my little notebook right here. I read the last time. 57% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. I'm about to break bread. 7% of Americans have less than 1,000 in savings. 45% of Americans have nothing saved. The median income last year was $40,000. Only 33% of individuals are maximizing their potential. I'm breaking bread. What do you have to lose by taking a chance on your talent? On your talent. When Steve Harvey was working in a plant, drove 45 minutes to a different city, did one comedy show. He won the comedy show. He won $50. He said he cried all the way back home. And his girlfriend that drove him to the comedy show asked him, Steve, why are you crying? Steve said, because I have been reborn. I found what I was supposed to be doing. My challenge to you is, when do you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing? If not, we got to start searching and looking. We can no longer be content going to a job from 40 to 60 hours a week that's only helping us fare well. When God is giving you a place where you can be above and beyond, don't allow yourself to the status quo. Man, I'm 12 minutes in, and I haven't even gotten to my notes yet. We got to take our game to the next level. We got to take our life to the next level. You can know, I'm breaking bread right now. The days, I don't know, some people get tapped on the shoulder and they get moved through organization, or some people inherit big parents. I don't know. I wasn't that guy. I never got tapped on the shoulder. I never inherited a business. I never had anybody walk and give me a bucket full of money and say, hey, go pursue your goals and go pursue your dreams. I've never been that guy. Nobody's ever done that to me. And nor do I want somebody to do that to me, because I appreciate the grind and the process. Boy, I'm breaking bread right there. I appreciate the grind and the process to becoming great, because the substance that you build during the process of becoming talent. Boy, when I get in front of this mic, I can have a stomach ache, my head can hurt, I can have a sinus flu, I can not have a voice. But when I step in front of this mic, I transform, because I'm Steve Harvey being reborn, baby. I'm Steve Harvey being reborn. When I get in front of this mic right there, I am the motivational teacher to the masses. It doesn't matter how many eyes are looking at me. It doesn't matter how many people comment on the bottom. It doesn't change what I believe about me. I was watching Les Brown about a week ago. Les Brown had almost 1,100 eyes on him, and I was celebrating. Now, that was amazing. He's been doing it a while. But him having 1,100 and me having 24 doesn't change the fact that my gift is still valuable. I'm breaking bread right now. Sometimes, I'm about to break bread right now. Y'all better write this down. Sometimes it takes the world a while to capture your gift. I'm breaking bread right now. Sometimes the world doesn't realize that they need your gifting right now. Just imagine right now, if you had the answer to COVID-19, if you had a vaccine that you developed years ago for COVID-19, they wouldn't give you anything. But if you present that same vaccine now, it's worth millions to billions. Why? Because the times have changed. And just because right now, what's up, Q? Just because right now the world hasn't recognized your gift, doesn't stop honing it. I'm breaking bread right now, boy. Dr. Nugget, she broke bread. She dropped some gems. Yes, we all have a purpose and a gift. Love the fish metaphor. So many of us are out of water. Let me get to I want to break bread tonight, because you are a talented individual. You got to hit yourself, hey, Jackie, you got to hit yourself in the chest and say, I am a talented individual. I will no longer allow myself to be played small. You don't do the world any favors by playing your small so they can get ahead. And I'm challenging you to make a conscious, deliberate decision that you're not going to allow people to make more money off your time than you are able to make off of it. You got to start your own plan and process. The reason why people are paying you $40, $50 for your time and for what you do, because they deem you that valuable. If they're paying you 40, that means they're making 80 to 100. Why not you make 80 to 100 from your own personal gifts and your talent? That's why I say I go to my company. I got a secular job. I work with my secular job, and I appreciate my secular job because they allow me to hone my skills while on their dime. But eventually, at some point, the motivational teacher to the masses, I got too much on the inside of me to allow them. I run a book of business, $19 million for my company. $19 million worth of business for my company. I could be making that for me. Why am I doing that for them? But right now, I'm not in a position. I haven't developed my talent enough to where I could go pull those contracts based on my name alone. So I got to continue to build my resume. But believe you me, there is an end goal. And if you're just going to work every day with no end goal, you're merely wasting your time unless you're doing what God has called you to do on your 8 to 5. I'm breaking bread right now. Aunt Jackie, you are a talented individual. I'm telling you, we all got something on the inside of us, but we got to venture outside of our comfort zone of what we know and venture into the unknown. You will never talent as long as you want to stay in your tight little knit box. And you want to stay in your same circle of people. You can never grow as long as you stay in that same little talent. You can ask God in 10 different languages to bless you and enlarge your territory. You expand your mindset and expand who you are internally, you can never realize it. If it was that easy for everybody to realize that their talent, that man, the world would be so full of everything. But it's not, because not many people are willing to make the sacrifice in order to realize it. It's a grind realizing your talent. But I'll tell you this, though. It is definitely worth it. Talent is what you do in highly differentiated ways. Talent is rooted in skill and that you bring relationships, you bring your customers, and you bring value to the people around you. That's your talent. And see, most people think just as long as I got, what's up, LeVar? Average of your 5 closest friends, you better believe it. Income, lifestyle, even health benefits, just right around that same average. Now, most people think Michael Jordan is a talented individual. Tiger is a talented individual. Most people think, Michael Jordan came out the womb being able to score 35. Michael Jordan came out the womb a winner. Michael Jordan got cut from his junior varsity basketball team. When he was in the 10th grade, he got cut. Talent is never enough. John Maxwell said that. Talent is just never enough. Kobe Bryant. Yes, sir. What's up, Gaggy? Kobe Bryant said that when he was 11 years old, Kobe Bryant played in one of the most prominent leagues in Philadelphia and didn't score a basket across the whole league. Didn't score a basket. Marie Callender, when she was working in an old rundown grease trap diner, selling hamburgers for her owner, for a guy that owned the diner was about to go out of business, Marie Callender challenged the guy and said, let me bring in my pies. And she brought in her pies. Not only did she rescue that, but now she has 120 restaurants across the U.S. And she's also in every frozen food section in America. Why? Because she decided to step forward with what she does, what she do well. My question to you is, when are you going to present your pie? When are you going to take one slice of your pie and serve it to the world? You know why? See, most of us, I'm about to break bread right here. I'm telling you, hey, guys, about to break bread. Most of us think we're going to have this one magical opportunity where Oprah Winfrey invites the motivational teacher to the masses on her show, or Ricky Smiley is going to bring me to one of his sets, or Tyler Perry. See, most of us think that there's one magical moment. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. The odds are against you with that happening. The challenge to you is how do I hone my gift, and how do I continue to grow my talent even when there's no one watching me? If my talent is cooking cupcakes, how do I continue to grow my cupcake baking skills when I don't have a person buying a cupcake? Do I have the discipline? Do I have the grind? Do I have the wherewithal to continue to work and improve my craft even when no one else is watching? Because when the opportunity presents itself, you better believe that you better offer above average work. You better offer a premium work than everybody else. So when you get your opportunity, man, it shines. It wasn't that Michael Jordan was just so talented. He was just so great. He was so graceful with a basketball. Michael Jordan was the hardest working player in the NBA. And that's why your talent alone is never enough. Let me break a little bread right here. Let's talk about develop your talent. I'm about to break bread. I'm like my boy. I never leave you comfortless. Motivational speakers come on here and rah you and don't give you steps to make your life better. If you're able to listen to what I'm saying and walk it out in your life, you can change where you are for generations to come. You are in control of that. Believe that. Number one, write this down. Initiative activates your talent. Initiative is the first step to anywhere. One person said, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. Some of us have been sitting on these talents for 5 and 10 years saying what we were going to do. My wife, we just did a video. Dr. Chris and I just did a video together. She checked me on the video. I've been talking about writing a book for 10 years. I've been talking about writing a book for 10 years. She checked me on that video. Talking and doing are two whole different things. Talking and doing are two whole different things. You got to take the initiative. It's the first step anywhere. Boy, I'm breaking bread right now. It's the first step anywhere. You got to take the initiative. Number two, and not number two. I'm still on initiative. Initiative closes the door to fear. Initiative closes the door to fear. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I'm not walking down the valley of death. It's only a shadow. And until I take the initiative to start, I would never know that it's a shadow. I'm thinking that I'm walking down, yea, though, the valley of the shadow of death. I'm thinking I'm walking down the valley of death. But it's only a shadow. An initiative casts light. Boy, I just broke bread. Boy, initiative casts that light on doubt. Boy, I got some people chiming in this conversation. Initiative is the first step to anywhere. We got to start so that the next steps can be revealed. You better believe it. Martin Luther King said, faith is taking the first step when you don't see the whole staircase. You better break bread. Sometimes you can have an excellent career that you're great at and very successful, as well as decide that your gift to stay at home, raise your children happened to me. I feel you. I feel you. And at that moment, that was where God placed you. And nobody can talk you out of where you are or what you're doing in that moment. Right now, you're where you're supposed to be. I'm breaking bread right now. And it's being able to have the courage to pull the trigger on those decisions that help us realize greatness. I'm breaking bread right now. I am breaking bread. Yeah, you might want to write this down. You might want to write this down. Initiative opens the door to opportunities. Yeah. Initiative opens the door to opportunities. Like so many of us are just waiting on the phone call, or we're just waiting on Ed McMahon or Steve Harvey now to bring us, knock on our door with a clearing publishing house. We're waiting on the Powerball. We're waiting on the horses to start back running again. We're waiting on Las Vegas at the win or at the MGM to go cast our money out there. We're waiting on all these different to help us get to where we want to be. But no, it's not there. It's taking the initiative to start wherever you are. It's taking that small itty bitty acorn and putting it in the ground. It's taking that acorn and putting it in the ground. And sooner or later, you're going to see an oak tree. You got to start somewhere. Stop talking yourself out of what you're doing. Stop telling yourself about how many times you failed. MJ wanted it more than other people. Do you all know? I'm about to break bread right now. In game-winning shots, MJ was 9 for 18. For game-winning shots, MJ made 9 of 18. That means MJ was 50% on game-winning shots. And see, most of us, like MJ, we only hear about the ones that MJ, We don't hear anything about the ones he missed. And see, likewise, we're the same way. Most of us have a highlight reel in our mind. What went wrong? I'm breaking bread right here. I'm breaking bread. We played a highlight reel, all 9 shots that we missed. Brick, brick, brick. Oh man, I just won't be good enough. I missed 9. But MJ is playing he's playing the reel of everyone he made. And the next one I take is going in. We got to think more like the greats. Like the greats have a lot in common. We got to think more like MJ. I'm going to play a highlight reel of the time where I escaped that negative relationship. I'm going to play a highlight reel on that time when they fired me and they laid me off and God still brought me through. I'm going to play a highlight reel of the one time that when I thought I didn't have enough money to make everything at the end of the month work, it worked. Why? Because I had the wherewithal to keep going. I'm breaking bread right now. Sarah, I agree. This message requires a YouTube video. I'm breaking bread right now. You gotta rehearse the right kind of reps in your mind in order to get started and realizing your talent. Initiative opens the door for opportunity. Ever grab this mic, ever start making videos? Man, I remember I gotta break bread right now. I gotta break bread right now. I remember when I was breaking into the motivational speaking industry in 2015. The majority of what I did then was free. I'm breaking bread right now. I was learning to serve my gift. The majority of what 15, 16, the majority of what I did was free. 2017, 18, I started making $250, $300 a speech. 2018, 19, I started making $600 a speech. Now I'm at the place where I'm making almost $2,000 for one talk. So the question is, and I started serving my gift for free. And until you're willing to serve it for free and take the initiative to start, you can never realize the manifestation of it all. I'm breaking bread. Initiative activates your talent. Practice sharpens your talent. Practice enables development. We refine old skills and acquire new ones through practice. That's why I'm breaking bread right now. If you all want to get to the next level of life, you have to practice. You have to practice refining your gift. If you want to start a restaurant, you need to practice and refine your recipes. You need to sit down and understand profit and loss statements, to understand how to balance a budget. You need to understand human resource, how to get the most out of human capital. Man, I'm telling you, there are areas that we can be improving daily to improve our lot in life. But you know what? It's a lot of us that just want to sit down. We think it's going to come to us easy. Like, I ain't going to have to put in the work. I ain't going to have to grind. I'm not going to have to learn. I'm not going to have lean years. I'm going to fall on top of the mountain. Anybody that fell on top of the mountain couldn't stay. I just broke bread. I don't do politics, so I'm going to stay away from that example. Anybody that fell on top of the mountain cannot stay. They cannot stay. You are giving the people a sample of your gift. Yes. And likewise in life, that if you want to become great, you have to serve your gift, like Grandin just said. You have to serve your gift. And in the beginning, it might be for free. It might be for free. However, you'll never realize it if you don't start. Practice sharpens your talent. Any that you want to yield maximum results, it's going to require practice reps. If I want to bake cupcakes, I'll be better on my 15,000 cupcake than I am on my 5th. I just broke bread. If I want to start a restaurant, I will be better serving my 1 millionth customer than I am my 10th customer. I'm breaking bread. Anything that I do and I put myself on it and I work in excellence, it will improve. I'm breaking bread right now. Come on, people. Come on, people. I'm breaking bread. I'm telling you, I just wish you all could cut my head open. I wish you could cut my head open. This stuff works. This stuff works. I started off with nothing. I was so broke, I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. I remember I was a stockbroker at the time. I was so much in debt. I had the big fancy car, big fancy house, but I was broke. I had nothing, but everything on the outside looked like I had an immaculate life. I was broke because I was broken. It wasn't until I stopped worrying about what it looked like on the outside and start building it on the inside is when my lot in life started changing. And so many of us are focusing on what it's going to look like on the, oh, I want this building, and I want this building, I want this decor, and I want this, and I want this, and your product is flawed. You can have a beautiful, nice building. If you don't have good food, it'll never be sustainable. You can have a big daycare. If you don't treat the kids and you don't offer a supreme service, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. I'm breaking bread right now. Instead of trying to build it on the outside, let's build this thing on the inside. Let's start perfecting what we're supposed to do. Before we ever knew Tyler Perry Studios over there in Atlanta, yes, thank you. Before we ever knew Tyler Perry Studios over there in Atlanta, it was Mud Deer driving around in an old beat up car, city to city, trying to put on a play. Yeah. If we don't have Mud Deer from city to city making up bootleg DVDs, then we don't know TPS Studios where the Avengers are shooting there right now, where Marvel is shooting there right now, Black Panther, Bad Boys, all of those are shooting right over there at TPS, but that was all bought with money funded by Mud Deer. I am breaking bread right here tonight. In order to get there, it is going to require practice reps. Practice leads to new discoveries. Practice leads to new discoveries. If you, man, just imagine how many businesses were based on failures. Imagine like they had an adventure. They had, I thought this was going to work and it didn't work, but it ended up being this thing over here. 1 million ways peanut. Imagine George Washington, 1 million ways with the peanut. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Practice reps leads to discovery. Imagine how they're going to create a vaccine for COVID-19. Practice reps. We're going to do it over and over and over and over and over until we get it right. Are you committed to that process of getting it right? Success, let me tell you something. If you stick to self-improvement and improving your craft long enough, success is inevitable. You're going to run smack dab into success because you were committed to the process. Initiative, you had to practice. And now there's number 3. Yeah. Character. I'm about to break bread. Character protects your talent. Character protects your character. Those who lack strong character rarely stay in the limelight long. If you don't have strong character, you won't be there long. Money only amplifies what you have going on. If you have character flaws, if you have a problem with money, you have a problem with strip clubs, you have a problem with pornography, you have a problem with buying exotic cars, and you want all you want is all these different fleshy external things, and if that's your goal and you're driven by that, even you realizing your talent is going to create more turmoil than it will anything else. Character has to be developed. I'm telling you, if you don't have character, you'll take shortcuts. You'll end up taking in shady business partners. You'll end up doing things, claiming other folk kids on your taxes. You'll end up doing things that you know are not on the up and up. Why? Because you didn't have character before. And now that you get a little success, it only amplifies who you already truly are. And a lot of times, truth be told, that's why we don't have maximum success, because God can't give us 1 million when we can't manage 1,000. How you can't manage, like right now, there's so many of us complaining about where we are. I'm too busy, or it takes me too much time, or it's this, or it's that, it's this, it's that. We're complaining about where we are now, but we're asking God to enlarge our territory. We're struggling with where we are now. Why would he enlarge your territory? You don't have the character. You haven't been developed to manage the load yet. That's why having a self-improvement plan, having a growth mindset, continuously looking at ways to improve, it enlarges your lot and give God avenues to be able to bless you in that next level of life. Yeah, there's a place where eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, but it's only for the people that can see the process through. Man, I'm breaking bread up in here. I listened to the one from Saturday. I already listened to it 5 times. Now I got to listen to these back to back. I'm breaking bread right now. Let me keep going. 3 ways to grow your character. Number 1, you got to have self-discipline. Self-discipline is the delineating factor between the successful, the broke, the millionaire, the beggar, and the middle class. It's all about self-discipline. The world has a plethora of opportunities. It's about, do you have the discipline? Do you have the grind, the self-discipline to be able to see it through? Of your character. It's a true reflection. Although, yeah, you can have an extra $50,000 in your checking account, but would you use that to go get the newest pair of Louis Vuitton purses or new pair of Louis Vuitton shoes, or would you use that to go get the Harley, or would you use that money to progress whatever your business venture is, or start a nonprofit organization serving your kids in your community, or serving former drug addicts in your community? Character. It's character, it's self-discipline. It's about you growing as an individual. You can't be blessed with every unmeasurable blessing until you're able to manage what you have. A lot of us are disqualified from greatness because we squander what we have right now. We're not maximizing what we have right now. I'm breaking. Another way develop character, we have to have a set of core values. What do you believe in? What do you believe in? Character is the key. Thank you, Ethel. What do you believe in? What are your core values? Have you drawn a line in the sand and say, I am not willing to do this? I don't care if they offer me $5 million, $50 million. They offered Chadwick Boseman before he was the Black Panther, before he was all these number 42, I can't remember his name right now, before he was him, before he was Jackie Robinson, before all those roles, they offered him a role where he was going to be a drug dealer and a killer selling drugs in a predominantly American neighborhood. And he was going to be like the pimp to the women and the drug dealer to all the young boys. And he was going to be portrayed as that character. And Chadwick Boseman turned it down. Why? Because he had drawn a line in the sand with his core values. And because he was able to draw that line in the sand, God was able to promote him to further heights. My question to you is, what are your core values? Where's your line in the sand? Have you made that decision of where I'm not willing to do that in order to get there? Until you're able to make that decision, or like Elkie said earlier, until you're able to make the tough decision to give up what I have today for what I want eventually, you're disqualified from the game of greatness, man. You're disqualified. You got to be willing to give up something in order to get something. You got to ask yourself, what am I willing to give in order to get? It's a trade-off. It's called, me and my son, we had this conversation. It's cause and effect. It's cause and effect. Nothing just happens. There is a cause that leads to an effect. I'm breaking bread right. And the last one is integrity. Do you have integrity? Character protects your talent. Do you have integrity? Are you a man of your word? Or are your word and you synonymous? Are you and your words one? Integrity. Let us not forget core values. Thank you. Are you a person of integrity? Can I trust you as my business partner? I get people all the time wanting to collaborate, want to do different things together. I don't lend my name to anybody. Because if that person go out and do something crazy, then my name is tied up to that individual. Are you a person of integrity? Can I trust you with my name? Hey, here's another one. Are you and your work synonymous? Are you and your work synonymous? When I see your work, is it something that you can write your name on and be proud of? If I came to your job tomorrow and asked your boss about you, because you and I are looking at going into a business venture together, will your boss speak highly of you? I'm breaking bread right now. Oh, yeah, no, that joke is stealing that. To work on time, they don't come to work on time. They don't, when they hear they're keeping up drama they have doing it, you disqualified yourself from greatness. You disqualified yourself from greatness. What is your brand? How do you carry yourself? What will people say about you when you're not there in their presence? I'm breaking bread right now. This is not a motivational Monday that wants you to run through a wall, but it's a motivational Monday. I guarantee you that if you listen to this 10 different times, you'll see change in your life. Why? Because this is true. This is true. With the 3 dimensions of purpose, we're talking about and how to develop it. If you don't have character, you can't develop your talent. It'll never give you what you're supposed to have. Have you heard of these people that go and they make one hit wonder song, or you go to some of these people that get famous and then they end up doing drugs or end up doing something crazy? Like most of these athletes going up against domestic violence. a lot of those different things, or you see a lot of these politicians or whatever, then going in, just abusing women. Why? Because their character wasn't developed. They disqualified themselves from greatness. They disqualified, not developed enough to be able to do it. And these people usually fall from grace really fast. And I could name several, but I don't want to put people's names out there. You know them just like I know them. They fall fast. Why? Because that their character was never developed enough to be able to take the manifestation of the talent. I just broke bread, ladies and gentlemen. I got some people chiming into this conversation. My Jackie, your word is your bond. When you do right by God, continue to bless you. Man, Elkie, yes, you are. You're breaking bread for sure. I'm going to break this bread up. I'm telling you all, like right now, I'm in another level dimension right now. And I'm challenging you all to subscribe to my YouTube page. I'm dropping fresh bread daily. Subscribe to, like Williams Inspires on Facebook. Right now, I'm in a zone. I'm telling you right now, God is transforming my life right beneath my eyes. Right now, I see the vision so clear. And what you all are doing, see, you can get on and you can listen to a motivational speaker that now has, 1 million followers, have 300,000 YouTube followers, or you can get on and listen to somebody who has a mega ministry of all these different things. But I'm telling you right now, check your boy out. Check your boy out. I am a player/coach. I have not attained. I am building this plane as I'm flying it. And you all could be a part of this greatness. I'm telling you that we can grow together. We can grow together. Man, in 10 years will go by. Trust me on this. And I'm done with the dimensions of purpose. This means you just rapping. In 10 years, time will fly by. In 10 years, time will be gone. Where would time find you? It can find you 20 or 30 years old, or it can find you somewhere behind where you're supposed to be. Listen, man, God has a life for you that ears have not heard, eyes have not seen. God, he came that you can have life more abundantly, but it will never happen until we decide to make it happen. I see Lance's message down there. It'll never happen until we make a decision to make it happen. Until you stop tolerating that version of yourself and say, hey, there's a better version of me. The reason why I'm not broke now because I got tired of being broke. I got tired of not having enough money. I got tired of having to tell my wife, no, that we can't do this, or no, we can't do that. I got tired of saying no. The reason why I'm not broke now, I got so tired that we went to Dave Ramsey money method of handling things, beans and rice and beans. We went to the envelope system. Why? I got tired of being broke. I got so tired of being broke. I said, I got to change something. I let my car go back. We downsized. We downsized the house. Man, we did all those changes because we were tired of being broke. As long as you're not tired of being average, as long as you're not tired of where you are in life, your lot in life, you'll never be willing to change it. I'm telling you, I'm asking you, I'm challenging you. Know that there's more. I challenge you to challenge where you are today. There's more on the inside of you. He came so that you can have life and have it more abundantly. Don't settle into lack, into self-preservation, into doubt and fear, because you should have life more abundantly. And the abundant life, listen to your boy, the abundant life are on the other side of your words and of what you believe. I am breaking bread off uncut tonight. I am breaking bread uncut tonight. Appreciate that, Stan. Appreciate that, Lance. It's on the other side of what you believe about you. What we do externally just reflects what we believe internally. The reason why I can't stop smoking, or the reason why I can't stop drinking, or the reason why I can't stop pornography is because that's what's on the inside of me. Until I change what's on the inside, it can never be reflected on the outside. I just broke bread. It's not, I don't believe that we change things by willpower, by trying. So I'm just going to work my way into not doing it. No, I change who I am on the inside. What makes me feel so insufficient that I need to what's the word that makes me feel I need to alter my chemical makeup? I'm breaking bread right now. What's on the inside of me that makes me feel that I'm not awesome? You got to change that first on the inside, and you got to build yourself up on the inside before any of that stuff is realized on the outside. I just broke bread. That's why I'm the motivational teacher to the masses, and I'm not a motivational speaker. That's why I'm the motivational teacher, and I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm telling you, you guys, your life can be different. Your life can make everything you wished and you dreamed of, you can have it. God had imagination in you for no purpose at all. Those things that you imagine is because you wanted to stop smoking. Those are things that God has placed on the inside of you. If you have an imagination of that you can do it, the imagination, then get to working toward it. It won't happen in one day. It might not happen in 2 days, but get to working toward it. That's how we change our lot in life, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be satisfied. Be content, but don't be satisfied. Always be looking to upgrade you to the 2.0 version of yourself. Hey, man, I'm in that zone right now. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this 5 times a day. Listen to this on when you're at the gym. Listen to this. I'll put some music behind it on YouTube coming soon. I'll put some music behind it. You can work out to it. You can run. You can jog to it. But I'm challenging you, get this stuff in you every day. Go subscribe to Williams Inspires. Click that bell twice. This channel can be the bridge from where you are today to where you want to be tomorrow. I'm not a rah-rah guy. I'm not a rah-rah guy. I am an agent of change. I am an agent of change. In 10 years, you'll have the manifestation of that too. Until next time, thank you all for chiming into this conversation, making a lot of sense. Got a lot of people. Thank you all for chiming into this conversation. Just know that having you here make the difference. You all pull the best out of the motivational teacher to the masses. So thank you. And until next time, I am challenging you to wage war on mediocrity.